Yo everyone, so today I'm going to be doing an Eid inspired makeup tutorial. This has been a requested video by a couple of my subscribers. Asked me to do like an autumn fall brownish gold kind of makeup tutorial, so this is what I've come up with today, and I hope that you enjoy the video. It's Eid next week. Sorry, my niece is here again and she's trying to eat my pens and my shoes. Yeah, so it's Eid next week, so Eid Mubarak in advance. It's Eid next Saturday, so I hope that you can maybe use some of this makeup that I've used today to kind of do your own sort of looks that you're trying to do for the day, whether it's, I don't know, whether you are wearing something kind of autumny inspired, or whether you just want to do something sparkly. I've used a bit of gold glitter on my eyes as well, and I've tried to keep the lips kind of nudish with a nice highlighted cheekbone. Other than that, I hope you enjoy the tutorial. Bye! So I've already done my foundation, primers, this, that, concealer, everything is listed below. And as always, using Butterscotch by MAC or any neutral kind of shade that is the same colour as your lid, I apply that on top of my lids with a Sigma E40 brush just to kind of neutralise out the colour of my lids. Now I'm using the shade Cork. All these shades, by the way, are MAC, and I'm using a 224 brush and just placing it through the crease all the way from the outer corner, 3/4 of the way in. And I've started on the outside and just building the colour up slowly, just blending and blending to make sure it's even on both sides. And yeah, so that's just what you need to keep doing on both sides. Next, I'm using the shade Romp, which is like a golden brown, gorgeous shade, and a MAC 239, I think. And I'm just placing that all over my lid in slight tapping motions. I know I look like I'm going crazy, but obviously it's been fast forwarded a little bit just for ease. Next, I'm using Folie, and then I'm using a pointed tapered brush. It's a 228 crease brush by Zoeva, which is one of my favorite all-time brushes, and I'm applying that to the outer V as well as bringing it into the crease as well, because I want to deepen out the outside of the color. Because the lid is going to be quite gold, I want to make sure that the crease area and the outer V area has a gradual build-up of dark browns. Now an even darker reddish brown shade than Folie is Embark, and I'm using a Coastal Scents brush to just place it into the outer V, and I'm slightly dragging it in over the Romp shade because I want to create the illusion of dimension. As I said, I'm slowly carving out the outer V with a light brown, a slightly darker, and then an even darker brown, so that it gives a really nice kind of smoky deep brown sort of effect. And then just basically you just need to keep blending and blending like crazy. And now that is Old Gold Pigment by MAC, and I'm just using the other side of my 239 brush to place it on top of the Romp because I want the colour to be really, really golden and stand out even more. I'm placing it on there dry, I'm not placing it on there wet, purely because I'm going to be placing a glitter on top. Now if I just wanted to leave it like this, I'd make it wet, which you can do, but I didn't want to. Now I'm using Reflex Gold and LA Splash, I think it's the glitter sealer or whatever it's called, I'll list it below. And now I am just going to take a little bit on my index finger and I'm placing it on top of the Old Gold, only on top of the Old Gold, not into the bits which have got Folie or Embark on top. And then I'm using a Sigma concealer brush to just place it, all the glitter all over the Old Gold bit. The brush is the F70 concealer brush, and I'm just tapping it all over just the Old Gold, so it's almost like you've only got glitter on 3/4 of your eyelid. Using the shade Ricepaper and a 227 fluff brush, we're using that for our highlight. And then I'm taking the same 224 again with a tiny little bit of Cork just to blend out any harsh lines between the highlighter and anything and everything in between, just so that it stays all nice and lovely. And voila, my eyebrows are miraculously done, as is my mascara and my eyeliner. Again, everything is listed below, and I am using Embark, and I'm using a Sigma pencil brush just to blend it out onto the lower lash line. And then, as always, my Perversion 24/7 eyeliner pencil from Urban Decay on the waterline, and I am just highlighting the inner tear duct area with a little bit of Nylon. As always, using my favorite contour shade Java by Anastasia Beverly Hills and a Sigma F40 brush, I am carving out my round face to give myself some lovely cheekbones and slightly on the hairline. Now I'm using Sweet as Cocoa by MAC and a 129 blush brush to place it above the contour, as I always do, because I tend not to apply blush onto the apples of my cheeks. Now I'm using Topshop Sunbeam as a highlighter. As you can see, it is a stunning, really strong gold shade, and I've applied that to my nose as well. Now I'm using, I think I'm using Stripdown, Stripdown lip liner by MAC, and I'm applying it to my lips as always, smushing them all together. And then I am going to apply Velvet Teddy lipstick, which is a gorgeous nude shade which complements the eyes really, really nicely. And as it's a matte shade, and obviously I wanted to keep it a little bit glossy, I've decided to use NYX Butter Gloss in Tiramisu, and the butter glosses are actually probably my favorite lip glosses of like all time. So yeah, so I just like had to use that.